Why are lifeboats always orange? Imagine this. You're drifting in the middle of the open ocean. Around you, there's nothing but crashing waves, cold wind, and an endless horizon of deep blue water. In a life or death moment like that, if there's one thing you would desperately hope to see, it would probably be a lifeboat. But have you ever wondered why almost every lifeboat in the world is orange? Why not bright red, neon yellow, or reflective green? Well, that choice is far from random. That bright orange color was chosen for one very important reason: to make humans as visible as possible at sea. First, orange creates an extremely strong contrast against the ocean. The sea and the sky are usually shades of blue or gray. Orange sits almost directly opposite blue on the color wheel, which makes it stand out instantly to the human eye. Even across miles of open water, a tiny orange object can still be easier to spot than almost any other color. That's why rescue teams on helicopters, patrol ships, and search aircraft can detect orange lifeboats much faster during emergencies. Some people might think, if visibility is the goal, why not use red instead? Sounds reasonable. But out at sea, red actually has problems. Under harsh sunlight, fog, heavy rain, or partial submersion in water, red tends to appear darker and less noticeable. Yellow also has drawbacks. While it's bright, it can easily blend with sunlight reflections, sea foam, or bright waves during storms. Orange, on the other hand, stays highly visible in many different weather conditions. And that's not the only reason. Researchers have found that the human eye reacts incredibly fast to orange, especially in environments with very limited color variation, like the open ocean. In simple terms, your brain is naturally drawn toward it almost immediately. That's why it's not just lifeboats that use orange. Life jackets, life buoys, protective survival suits, emergency smoke signals. They all rely heavily on the same color. And here's something most people don't know. Inside a lifeboat, there's far more than just seats. Depending on the type, a single lifeboat can carry around 25 to 30 people. Most are stocked with emergency supplies, including fresh water, survival rations, fishing equipment, flares, and VHF radios for communication. In many cases, those supplies are designed to help survivors stay alive at sea for up to 10 or even 15 days. Even the smoke released by emergency flares is usually bright orange, so rescue teams can spot it more easily from the air. There are also different types of lifeboats. The first type is called a free-fall lifeboat. These are usually mounted high at the rear of large ships, and they launch by literally dropping into the ocean. Modern cargo ships often prefer this design because it's fast, simple, and works even during severe emergencies. The second type uses a davit system. These lifeboats are slowly lowered into the water by cranes mounted along the sides of the ship. And the third type is the inflatable life raft. These rafts automatically deploy and float if the ship sinks, and they're usually positioned at multiple points along the vessel for quick access. You've probably also seen sailors, rescue crews, or maritime workers wearing bright orange suits with reflective strips. The reason is simple. If an accident happens, they need to be found as quickly as possible. Orange is considered so effective for visibility that it even has an official name: International Orange. NASA has used similar shades on astronaut recovery gear, especially for missions involving ocean landings, so astronauts could be located faster after splashdown. Even massive structures in the real world sometimes use similar tones because they remain highly visible in fog and poor weather. But perhaps the most fascinating part is psychological. In the middle of a cold, empty ocean, orange feels warm. To the human brain, it signals life, human presence, and hope. For survivors, seeing that color can feel like a message saying, "You have not been abandoned." And for rescue teams, orange helps reduce eye strain during long hours of scanning the endless surface of the sea. So the next time you see an orange lifeboat, remember this: it's not just a piece of safety equipment. It's the result of science, engineering, and decades of design focused on giving people a better chance of survival. And sometimes, in the middle of a massive ocean, a tiny orange dot can become the difference between life and death. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and share it, and subscribe to HISimpleThings to discover the hidden stories behind the most ordinary things around us.